Hello and welcome back to another video. This is episode 20 of this week's watches. That is incredible. Thank you very much for checking out this series. If you've watched one episode or all the episodes, thank you very much. For those of you who are new here, this is the episode where we showcase all the watches that have just hit the website now over at kibblewatches.co.uk, available for you to purchase. So go check them out in more detail. Now, as always, if you want to skip all the rambling and just see the specific watch, in the description is a timestamp to each single watch and also a link to the website so you can see it in more detail, the photos, the write-ups, the specifications, and obviously the price as well. As always, we don't mention the price in the video to protect for future and everything like that, because you know we might get this watch in again in 2 years and you see this video and you think it's the same price. It just makes it a lot easier, so that's why. Now, if you would like to sell your watch, the best way to do it, go to kibblewatches.co.uk, and at the top bar there is a button called sell. Inside there it will give you a form to fill out, attach some photos, put all the information you can. It makes the process a lot quicker, and we will either buy your watch or we will help you in selling your watch. And I just want to say again, massive thank you for all the support this the week just gone. It's been incredible, and already so far this week, I'm recording this on a Wednesday, and it's already been an incredible week, hitting our target for the whole week already. So thank you all so much. I really do appreciate it, especially in these strange and uncertain times. I am incredibly grateful. Now, before we get into it, what is on wrist? Well, I'm recording this on the same day and straight after recording the Q&A, so if you saw that, you will have already seen this watch as well. It's my personal Cartier Santos Galbi midsize automatic 2319, I think the reference is, for those of you out there. Really gorgeous watch, one of my favorites in the personal collection at the moment, and one I hope to have for the foreseeable future in the collection. I don't see a reason to get rid of it unless I can get myself, you know, a crazy rare version of it or something, but hey, I'm happy with this. And a couple of things have already sold that were supposed to be in this drop, so thank you very much for those purchases. As always, make sure you're following on Instagram at Kibble Watches, and on our stories we showcase all the watches, usually early once they're ready or when they're going to be coming soon, so you can get your name down to have sort of first dibs once it is done. So make sure you do that. One of the watches that went was another Christopher Ward. We had the bronze 43mm. Thank you very much for that purchase. You know who you are. Hope you're enjoying it. But yeah, we've still got another Christopher Ward, so not to worry if that's what you were looking for. So where to begin with today's insanely varied drop? I mean, I guess we've got to start with the James Bond on the table. So here is the Omega Seamaster. We're going to call it the James Bond, the 007, No Time to Die Titanium. So this is an awesome watch from Omega. I think they've absolutely nailed this one. Now, not everyone's going to be a fan because of the faux patina or because of the titanium or because of the James Bond connection. You can't please everyone, but I think as far as Omega have gone, this is incredible. You've got that broad arrow right there on the dial, which just adds to that vintage appeal. And they've even done the case back in the vintage styling, as you can see. With all the numbers, 007 written there. Really cool. I think this piece is probably one of Omega's nicest watches they've brought out in recent history for the James Bond series. Yes, they've done some very nice watches, but they're not been quite my kind of thing, whereas this I would actually wear and enjoy, and I've been very fortunate to actually have enjoyed it for a couple of hours here in the office on wrist, and I can say it fits lovely despite the size. Now, the reference to this watch is a super long one, so I'm not going to bore you with it. You can go see that on the website, but beating away inside here is the Omega Coaxial 8806 caliber. So as you can see, it's got no day or date, nice clean aesthetic, hand winds, the crown screws in, everything like that, as you'd expect. Nice actuation to the bezel, which obviously is aluminium, not ceramic, which has allowed them to give it this very nice sort of dual down black, again adding to that vintage aesthetic, with the faux patina in there, which they've actually done the logo in the same material. Which is very nice. Now, this model we have here is from February 2020, and it does come as a full set with its box and paperwork, as you'd expect for a watch like this. So be rest assured you get everything with it. As I said, it is titanium, including the shark mesh bracelet. They've probably called it a different name officially, but it definitely is like that shark mesh, and you can see it's got the clasp with the Omega logo right there, and a nice easy way of changing the clasp is you lift this up, slide it along, put it back in and clip it down. Super simple, super nice, and it makes it very easy to actually undo completely to have lying flat. If you're putting it in its original packaging again. So very, very useful. Now, as I said, surprisingly comfortable. Let's show it here on my 6 3/4" wrist. It is 42mm by 49mm lug to lug, only 13mm thick and 20mm lugs, which make for a great proportioned watch, easy for strap changing and everything like that, and you can put a lot of different watch straps on this watch and it would look good. Now the titanium makes it incredibly light, and also the colour is far more grey than it is sort of polished steel, which really goes to the aesthetic in my opinion, and it looks incredible. As I said, it won't be for everyone, but I think that's the kind of cool thing about it, and this is priced as one of the very best priced, definitely here in the UK, for one of these full sets in this condition, so go check it out. From James Bond to a very awesome H4 Hurricane. Now to a awesome limited edition Bremont. This is the H4 Hercules, which a lot of you guys and girls would have probably have seen or read about, and I think the best way to do this is actually just read what Bremont themselves have said, because they worded it so perfectly. At a time of austerity, one American defied convention to build the largest aircraft in the world, famously known as the Spruce Goose. The H4 Hercules in Howard Hughes' genius was defined by 1 minute. 1 minute of flight on 2nd of November 1947. In that time, Howard Hughes' vision for the greatest aircraft ever built was vindicated. It's fitting, therefore, that the aircraft is being commemorated by a timepiece of this stature. Sublime fusion of microengineering, watch design, and aviation history, the Bremont's H4 Hercules limited edition chronometer is limited to only 300 pieces in stainless steel, 75 in rose gold, and 75 in platinum. It salutes the iconic flying boat of the 1940s and contains original birchwood from the fuselage of the iconic silver flying boat. A percentage of the proceeds from each limited edition will go towards the preservation of the aircraft in the USA, so really cool, and let's show that on the back as well. And there we are, just covering the limited edition number, but you can see the remnants of the birchwood right there on the rotor. How absolutely cool is that, with Spruce Goose written in the middle of the rotor, and you can see that heavily decorated, heavily modified movement as well. Now the movement inside here is Bremont's automatic caliber BWC-02, a very reliable movement and really nicely decorated. I think massively underrated for the finishing on this, which I think looks fantastic, and that rotor as well. I mean, how stunning and how cool to sort of pay tribute to that plane and obviously that historical moment. Then a limited edition watch from a brand like Bremont. Now to the actual functionality of the watch. As you can see, it's got sub-seconds over there at 9 o'clock and a GMT hand with a date down there at 6, so a very useful complication. Obviously for aviation, the GMT is always a useful thing, and that's actually a screw down case. You can see you've got your triptych case design, as Bremont always do. It comes on this nice brown strap, and it's from March 2021, brand new, probably worn once, so there you go. And the price of this is a huge discount on the retail, which I believe is around £9,500. This is a fraction of that, so you're definitely going to get yourself a good deal. Now here it is on my wrist. It's certainly not a small watch, but it does wear relatively well. It's 43mm by 51mm lug to lug, 15mm thick and 22mm lugs. So you've got that beautiful strap choice that's on it right now, and it does come with a spare strap in the box as well, and the box itself is pretty cool. I'll put that on screen for you guys and girls to see, but there you go, a really cool watch with a really cool history representing something great, and the fact that some of the proceeds went towards that as well, I think is great. So go check this one out, give it a read and check up its history. Now on to what is probably the best looking vintage Omega Seamaster we've had in stock. Now that was a big statement, and let's see why. Here is that stunning Omega Seamaster. Now it does come with its Omega red box, which we'll put off to the side, but this is what you're here to see. A gorgeous 1954 super early Omega Seamaster with the Waffle dial. Now because it's so early, it is the manually wound caliber 420 inside, so not an automatic, not a bumper, slightly earlier than that, and you can see that dial is the highlight of the show here. We'll put that on screen. Now the case design, this is a Denison case, so it's a British made case which have the stubbier lugs, and you can see the finish. It's been professionally refinished in a beautiful fashion. You know, the way this case has been done, it's not going to leave anyone disappointed. Now would it have been nice to be original case finish? Of course, but for the age of what this is, it's not surprising to see. So let's just get up close and personal with that dial again. Wow, absolutely stunning. So this is all original. The only thing is it's been reloomed at some point, likely 5 to 10 years ago, maybe even longer, because the loom itself has developed some age as well. So the loom plots are redone, but everything else is completely original and in fantastic condition. As you can see, we've got it paired on this really nice suede strap and a reproduction Amiga buckle, which we put on a lot of our Amigas. They'll be stated as reproduction, so don't worry if it has got an original buckle, it will say also in the description. Now let's talk dimensions. You guys and girls know I like a smaller watch, and this is absolutely perfect on my wrist in my opinion. 34.5mm case with 41mm lug tip to lug tip. Only 10mm thick thanks to that manually wound movement, and 18mm lug, so endless options right there. And you can see it is absolutely stunning. The construction of these cases, they're slightly fatter, so it's 18 or 19mm lugs. The reason I say both is because depending on the strap, you might have it a bit tight or a little bit loose, but as you can see, these suedes fit nicely, and will happily provide another one of these suedes in a different colour with the package when bought. Just so you've got two options there, but really stunning watch, and one I don't think will last long at all. We are sort of more towards the top end of price, but when you see the condition and see the dial on this, you'll understand why. You know, it's not just another 34mm Seamaster at all. So go check this one out and go buy it. Sticking to vintage, let's go over to the only chronograph on the table. Now on to a really stunning chronograph from the 1950s. This is a Fludo. Now go check out the website for the write-up on the brand. For those of you who don't know, on the website we always put a little bit about the brand if we can find it, and Fludo is one we've managed to find some of. But you can see the design is stunning with those numerals and the hands and that red tip, the red chronograph hand. It's just a really beautiful design, very well executed. Now inside here is the manually wound Landeron 51. So the way it works is starts with the top chronograph pusher as per normal, and the difference is the stop and reset are both done via the bottom pusher. So that's something to keep in mind right there. Now this one is running fantastic. The case is chrome with a steel back, but the condition, as you can see, is as close to new old stock as you're probably going to get without it being actual new old stock. Hardly anywhere to the case for a chrome watch. Really stunning. We've got it paired on this 19mm leather strap, which suits it really well in my opinion, and just shows off that beautiful cream dial, which again is in great condition. Really nice package all round. Now, as we said, it is from the 1950s, but let's talk about dimensions because it's a surprising one. At 36mm by 44mm lug tip to lug tip, so a really beautifully sized chronograph. Only 13mm thick, and as I said, 19mm lugs. We've got it paired on that nice brown, but a really stunning watch from the 1950s. Offers a ton of value when you consider the fact it's an early Landeron movement, which is very nice and running really great, as you can see, and it comes with our warranty. So don't shy away from this one, go check it out and enjoy the photos. From there, let's go polar opposite with the all-black Christopher Ward. So a Christopher Ward that's super left field, but looks incredible. I mean, it's a watch I'd never actually seen before. Getting it in, as you can see, that black coating is making it a bit hard to capture, but there you go. This is a Christopher Ward Trident Classic in the all-black, as I said, at 38mm, so a really nice design and size. Still got remnants of its sticker on the back. It does come with its box and paperwork, plus a spare Christopher Ward strap, but it's right now paired on its nice black rubber strap with signed buckle. And you can see the loom on this is actually sort of faux patinaed, so it's slightly brown, and the brown strap it comes with looks incredible on it as well. Christopher Ward over there at 9 o'clock, date over there at 5, automatic stated at the bottom. Super simple, clean, eligible design, screw down crown which helps with the water resistance. It's just an overall really nice, good looking watch. Now beating away inside this movement is the Sellita SW200, so a very reliable automatic movement. And when you consider all of this in this package comes in at like quite a bit less than £500, it's quite incredible really. And let's show it on wrist, because that's the highlight of this watch in my opinion, especially at that 38mm case size. Absolutely perfect. So it is 38mm by 45mm lug to lug, only 12.5mm thick and 20mm lugs. As I said, it comes paired on its original black rubber strap, and it also has a very nice brown leather strap from Christopher Ward, which suits this watch really well. If anything, I'd probably wear it on the brown. The black is very stealth, and that's kind of the look I guess they're going for, but a stunning watch nonetheless, and one to definitely check out and not overlook, especially if you're looking for an all black watch. And last but definitely not least, the awesome Seiko Seahorse. It is no secret I love a Seiko, especially a vintage Seiko, which is why when this one came up for sale, I had to have it because the size, the condition, everything about this is awesome. So it is from March 1965, Seiko Seahorse. The reference is 66-8980, so that's the reference right there. You can see on the back it has what you want with the Seahorse reference. You want to actually see the Seahorse, and you can see the engraving on it is still in good condition and still able to be seen. A lot of these sort of wear away very, very quickly, so it's nice to have this one in such good condition. The case is also in great condition. It's definitely been polished a few times over the years, but nothing major. You know, you can still see those nice lugs and chamfers, and they're still nice and solid. And you can see the dial is in nice condition as well, which is what you'd want and expect. Now, beating away inside here is the manually wound Seiko caliber 66A, which puts it again well within that date range of 1965. This one is specifically March, as we said. And the great thing is the size of this watch. Now, as you can see on my wrist, it is 35mm by 43mm lug to lug. Really nice compact size, perfect for a vintage watch and what you'd expect. Only 10mm thick thanks to that manually wound movement, and 18mm lugs. Right now we've got it paired on this black. It also looks really great on brown, so I'd definitely check it out on that. So a really stunning watch for a very fair price, considering it's been fully serviced and comes with our warranty. And that's one thing to make sure with Seiko. There are so many vintage Seikos out there for sale. Are they serviced? Almost always they are not, so it's something to keep an eye out for. But here we go, beautiful example. Go check it out in detail on the website and add it to your collection. So there you have it, guys and girls. That is this week's drop, episode 20. Again, another varied drop, and it's what we try and make sure we always provide here at Kibble Watches. And thanks to you guys and girls sending your awesome watches for sale, we can do that. So please continue that. Now, as always, make sure you leave a like. It does help us. Let us know down in the comments what's your favorite from this drop. And if you're not already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It will let you know when we are next putting up a video. Follow on Instagram. That's the most important thing, as always, at Kibble Watches. If you're not on Instagram, download Instagram right now, create an account just for that, because honestly, you will see loads of watches every single day, just as we do, which is kind of cool. So thank you all very much for watching. Keep safe, keep well out there. We are nearly at the end of lockdown here in the UK. Fingers crossed everything goes to plan. Boris, please be our friend with this one, and we can all meet up again soon and see watches in person. Keep well, keep safe, and we will see you all next time.